Welcome, Seeker, to the Library of Dreams, a place outside time where stories are kept alive in the breath between sleep and waking. Here, every dream is a book, every book a world. We invite you to step softly for
Code Red. Code Red. A dream walker has awakened inside the library.
Everyone, to your stations. Sorry about that.
Sometimes a dreamer becomes aware, lucid, walking between the stacks, unbound by the order of dreams. When this happens, the library must protect itself. We must find the dream walker and gently return them to waking, before the damage spreads.
I shouldn't be here. The thought slams into me the moment I open my eyes. The air tastes wrong, like static and ash. Everything around me stutters and melts, as if someone forgot how to render the dream correctly. Familiar stone archways twitch at the corners, and the ground seems to breathe beneath my feet. I know this place. I know I do, but it's unraveling. I try to move, but the space resists me, shimmering, pulsing. My breath catches. The seams between dreams are tearing, and I can feel them, like threads pulling loose inside my skin. Then something hits the floor behind me. A book, heavy. The sound echoes like thunder in this fractured place. It glows faintly, golden symbols pulsing like a heartbeat. I reach out, and the second my fingers graze its cover, wind howls to life, racing around me in a spiral. Magic rings out, delicate metallic chimes that cut through the static like clarity through madness. The world blinks. Suddenly, I'm standing in the amphitheater, bathed in cool moonlight. The marble glows faintly, too perfect to be real. And there, standing in the center, is her, the magic teacher from the candy spell dream. You, she says softly. I remember you, I whisper. The singing, the spell. Her expression is tender, sorrowful. She tilts her head like she's seeing me for the first time.
You were never just a dreamer, were you?
Before I can speak, the amphitheater begins to crack. Not just the stone, but the sky. Long, jagged lines tear through the heavens like broken glass. The ground darkens, rot bleeding up from the center, curling into the moonlight like smoke. It's collapsing. The dream is collapsing. Then I fall, weightless and spiraling. The sound of rushing wind swallows everything. I hit solid ground with a jolt. Golden fire licks at the walls. I'm in the dragon temple now, its grandeur still intact, though flickering at the edges like a mirage. Beside me stands the matriarch dragon, regal and immense, her scales gleaming like living sunlight. A cadet draws their weapon. I know them. They know me.
Wait.
The cadet says, eyes narrowing.
I know you.
I nod slowly, heart pounding. The trials, the mind link, the matriarch. You remember, too. The cadet hesitates.
The dream's breaking.
Cracks race across the floor like lightning. The temple glitches, sections of wall bleeding into star fields, space folding in on itself. I try to anchor myself, to hold on, but it's no use. I'm falling again. I land hard in the back seat of a speeding car, the jolt knocking the breath from my lungs. The upholstery smells faintly of smoke and leather polish. Rain streaks the windows, and beyond them, the English countryside tears past in a blur of hedgerows and shadows. Sirens wail in the distance, closer than I'd like. In the driver's seat, the warper glances at me in the rearview mirror. Her eyes catch the glow of the dashboard. Sharp, knowing, old. One hand grips the wheel like she's fending off fate.
Don't tell me,
She mutters, voice low and dry.
you're the one causing the red alert.
I didn't mean to, I say, my voice barely audible above the engine and the storm. I just woke up here. She sighs, the sound heavy, with the kind of exhaustion that doesn't come from lack of sleep, but from centuries of pretending to be normal. Her fingers flex around the wheel.
You picked a bad night to go lucid, kid. We're still running from St. Augustine's, and half the police in the county are after us.
I glance out the window. Familiar shapes flicker in the headlights. Muddy boots, a candy wrapper, a tattered scarf snagged on a tree branch. Echoes of Bridie's laughter, Annabelle's sharp voice debating the chemical properties of fear, Colette's silent Morse code against the glass, Georges puffing smoke like a map of memory. They're here, somehow, layers beneath this dream. You know them, I whisper. Bridie, Annabelle, the others. The warper's expression doesn't change, but her jaw tightens.
They were real, or as real as anything gets in here. We ran, we made it out, built something better. But the library doesn't forget its stories, and now they're bleeding together.
A spiderweb crack blooms across the windshield, glass trembling like it's holding its breath. Through it, a blinding white glow spills in, brighter than lightning, raw as truth. The warper slams the brakes.
Wake up, Dreamwalker,
She says.
before this place tears you apart.
Then everything shatters. White. Soundless. Endless white.
Hello, Seeker. The Dreamwalker has been returned to the waking world. The red alert has ended. Thank you for visiting the Library of Dreams. We hope you'll return again soon. Until then, we will be doing a few repairs.